Hi guys, Jon Fox here from Global Magic Shop, here today with another quick review, and today's magic review is one of my favourite new effects, Sudoku 2.0. Let's get into it right now. Hi and welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated. So today I'm going to do a quick performance and review Sudoku 2.0 by Miles Thornton and Alakazam Magic. Let's get into a quick performance right now. So guys, this is going to be a quick performance of Sudoku 2.0. Charlene's just to the right of me. We've actually just filmed the whole review. I've gone to edit it and realised that my audio was turned off. So we're now refilming everything again. So Charlene, obviously you've seen the Sudoku card. Now you obviously also realised that I'm the current world champion, which about an hour ago you didn't realise, did you? No. But I am the world champion of Sudoku 2.0. In fact, they made the 2.0 version for people like myself that could solve it in sub 2 minutes. In fact, to enter the world championship, Charlene, you actually have to be able to solve this square in less than 2 minutes. Now, I hold the world record for 46.25 seconds, which is pretty fast. It's the world record. So we'll call it 46 seconds. Now, realistically, I'm not going to solve this square in less than 22 seconds. However, I want you to give me a bit of a challenge to solve this square. So just give me a number.
32.
32 seconds. 32 seconds. Well, 32 seconds would actually be me completely obliterating my world record, okay? Which I don't think is going to happen, to be honest. So let's go to the other camera. Charlene, I want you to pull your stopwatch up. Have you got your stopwatch?
Yeah.
Now, on the count, you're going to give me a 3-second countdown, and I'm going to try and fill this out. So you're going to go 3, 2, 1. You're going to hit the stop, the clock, and you're going to start the timer, okay? So on your count of 3, 2, 1, that's when I'll start, okay?
Okay, so there's the stopwatch.
Okay, cool. Okay. When you're ready.
Okay, go.
That was a good 3, 2, 1, Charlene.
Oh, sorry.
So, goodness gracious me. Oh my goodness, this is a tricky one. You're going to have to let me know where I'm at as well.
17. 20.
Stop.
Ooh.
Stop.
25.81.
25.81. New world record holder. Okay, this is exciting. Unfortunately, we don't have the Guinness World Records here to verify this. But what's the time again?
25.81.
25.81. History has been made today. Check this out, guys. So Charlene said it was 32 seconds, but I did it in 25. Now, I've got to tell you something. I've got a little confession to make. My world record was never really 46.25 seconds. I try and say that so people go a little bit higher. Charlene actually said 32 seconds, but I did it in, what was it, 25?
25.81.
25.81. Here's the thing. I hold the world record for 23 seconds. Now, the reason why it took me an extra 2 seconds is because in that time, I did some calculations. You said 32 and that was a random number. 12 plus 1, let's go across the top row here. 12 plus 1 is 13, plus 12 plus 7 is 32. Now 11 plus 8 is 19, plus 11 plus 2 is 32. 5 plus 10 is 15, plus 3 plus 14 is 32. Go to the bottom row. 4 plus 13 plus 6 plus 9 is 32. That's not bad. But hold on a minute. If we go 12 plus 11 is 23, plus 5 plus 4 is 32. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 10 is 19, plus 13 is 32. 12 plus 11 is 23, plus 3 plus 6 is 32. 7 plus 2 plus 14 plus 9 is 32. So not only have we got these columns this way, we've also got the vertical columns. Not only that, I can do the corners. 12 plus 7 plus 9 plus 4 is 32. In fact, I could do the quadrants. 12 plus 11 is 23, plus 8 plus 1 is 32. 12 plus 11 is 23, plus 2 plus 7 is 32. 5 plus 10 is 15, plus 13 plus 4 is 32. 3 plus 14 plus 9 plus 6 is 32. It doesn't stop there. 8 plus 10 is 18, plus the 3 plus 11 is 32. It doesn't stop there. 12 plus 8 plus 3 plus 9, the diagonal is 32. 7 plus 11 is 18, plus 10 is 28, plus 4 is 32. That is unbelievable. Guys, this is an awesome effect. I absolutely love it. This is a magic square. Thanks for checking this quick performance out. Thanks, Charlene.
Thank you.
Let's get into it. So that was a quick performance of Sudoku 2.0. I love this. This is in my everyday carrier. I'll show you that in a minute. But so Sudoku 2.0 is by Miles Thornton and Alakazam Magic. What you receive in here is you basically get a bunch of these. There's 80 cards that you get, so 80 gimmicks, and you also get this card. Now on the back of here is the online link that takes you there with the password and everything that you need to do. You do receive everything that you're going to need to perform this, including the Out to Lunch band. If you choose to do that, there's 3 versions on here. And I'm going to go over all of those in a minute. It's extremely well taught in great detail by Peter and Miles in the studio. There's also a live studio performance, which is very good, very helpful to see, a rough presentation. This is a modern day magic square. That's what it is. It's a magic square with, I will say this so many times through this review, absolutely zero, no memory work whatsoever. So I perform a magic square in my stage show. In fact, I use the version that John Archer uses, which is great, super funny. It's a great routine, and I get a lot of laughs. But you have to do certain things and whatnot, and carry certain things, which in a close-up environment you're never going to do. This, however, solves all those issues. Now, straight away, this isn't going into my number 1 set, but it's in my everyday carry. So my everyday carry, and I've started to stop taking playing cards out with me. So now I'm kitting myself up, and I've sort of gone to more of a mentalism kind of step, where I used to be a heavy card guy, and that's all I ever did. And now, as I've got older, my tastes have changed. So I do more mentalism. But my everyday it's in my everyday carry, and that is what do I use for my everyday carry? My everyday carry is contactless. And inside contactless, I do carry these Sudoku cards with me now. I also have a few other things that maybe I'll make a video of what I actually do use in my stage show, my close-up show, my parlour show, and also my everyday carry, which we're touching on here. If that's something you're interested in, leave in the comments below, and I'll actually tell you my progression from a child all the way through to my adulthood now, and how my tastes have changed and how I've gone on. So, but let's get back to Sudoku 2.0. The way that I perform this, that you've just seen me perform, is the way that I do go out and I perform this. And that is as a hard, give me a number, and I'm going to get that number, and I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to solve it in that, set it as if I'm going to solve it in that time frame. Bear in mind, I've already framed it in a way that I'm the world champion, and 46.25 seconds is the mark. So when they come in lower than that, you know, obviously I'll make it this big thing that I'm not going to, you know, it's going to be difficult. My gosh, it's going to be, I'm going to solve it. I could solve this thing in not 2 seconds, obviously, but I could solve it in really, really, really quick if I wanted to. Ridiculously fast. But that's how I frame it, and that's what suits me. Now, there's 3 versions on there. So the first version is pretty much how I've just done it. The second version is a thought of number is wrote down on the back of one of these Sudoku cards. Right at the back there. You take the card and you tear the card in half. You give them the number that was wrote on the back, and then you don't know what the number is. You start solving the Sudoku puzzle, and when they tell you that it's 48, the number's 48 that they're thinking of now, that they come out and say it's 48. When they start adding everything up now, as you've just seen, it now adds up to 48. It doesn't matter where you go, vertical, horizontal, diagonal, the quadrants, it doesn't matter. It's going to add up to 48. The next version, if you want it to be very magical. So I appreciate that the version that I did wasn't as magical, but I believe I get good, strong effects and reactions from lay people. But there is a really magical version on there, and that uses the out to lunch principle. So you get everything that you need inside here. You get 80 gimmicks, 80 cards, the rubber band for the out to lunch principle, and the instructions go over in all the detail. So with this, the effect would be you take a book. These cards come out just like this. You take a book, they say stop wherever they want. Now they're thinking of a page number. You then get them to write their name down along here. So for argument's sake, it's Fred. So Fred writes his name, Fred. And now I don't want to see what it is, what the number is, but he writes the number down at the bottom. You take the cards back, and without looking, by the way, you give them the Sudoku card. They hold it in their palms of their hands. Now you say, I'd like you to just think of the number. Bear in mind, the number has not been said at this point in time. I want you to think of the number. And then you basically go around and as if you're filling in the squares mentally, and you start moving. And then at the very end you go, I've got it. You swoop all these imaginary numbers up and you throw them on top of the spectator's hand like this. Now when they turn this card over, which by the way we know is blank, that's out of focus, here it's now filled out. So now they've got an effect that they a minute ago had seen these cards to be completely and utterly blank. With their name on it now, you've got Fred with, in this case, 32, and now all of this square is filled out. Very, very strong. As a magical effect goes, that's pretty strong. The magic, again, is happening in the spectator's hands. And I actually kind of like the idea of sort of doing that kind of Rain Man thing, you know, where you're going through and then skip it up and then, do you know what I mean? It's like the Matrixy type of thing. So you could really make that into a really fun routine. Me personally, I use it the way that I kind of performed it. Now, I carry probably 3 or 4 of these in my wallet at any one time. Now, I either can bring the card out because, as you all know, as magicians, the moment somebody knows you're a magician, can you show us a trick? So, I either pull this out and do that, or I'll do contactless or one of my other little effects that I'll carry, or I take this Sudoku card and I'll throw it onto the table and basically prep it before or just as I sit down, and I'll push it well out of the way. Now, during the conversation, people will notice that this is on the table. It's something odd. I don't put it in the middle of the table. I just push it off to the center in the direction of where my friends would be sitting or whoever I'm going to do this for. So remember, this isn't your number one, probably going into your number one set, but it's made it into my everyday carry because I've been having great reactions with this. So I put that off to one side. Now, immediately, like during the course of the conversation, it will be picked up going, what's this? Oh, this is Sudoku. And from there, once they've had their little debate, which I've done this a few times now where I've just dropped it there, I then go in and go, oh my gosh. I said, you didn't really, did you know? And they go, no, what, John? I go, 2 weeks ago, you know when I was away, and they go, yeah. And I go, well, I wasn't actually away with the family. We actually went over and we did the World Championships of Sudoku, and I actually got the world title of Sudoku. Now, we all know that this is a load of rubbish, but I can tell you right now, the amount of people that you can tell that you are the Sudoku world champion, and they buy into this. They absolutely buy into this story, so you get them absolutely hook, line and sinker if you wanted to. I mean, you can present it however you want, but for me, it just suits me, and I can just have a little bit of a laugh, a little bit of a joke with them, and then really get them in. Everything is taught thoroughly, and I have used and still use the magic square for my stage show, as I said earlier. The one problem with the magic square is I've never ever been able to find a close-up version. For me, this has solved the issue. And when I saw this months and months and months ago. This is before Peter actually put it out as Alakazam, and he actually showed me the prototype, and he performed it on me and Charlene over Zoom. And I can tell you right now, I said as soon as that thing comes out, I want some, because this is great. And then when he told me that there's zero memory work, and I reiterate, zero memory work, no memory work whatsoever. And anyone that does a magic square will understand that you at some point need to know certain things. There is zero memory work at all. I promise you 100%. In fact, I had a customer come round the other day and he said, yeah, I love the magic square. I used to perform it many years ago, but I don't perform it now because with age and stuff, I got a little bit older. And I said, nah. I said, there's no memory work. And he's like, what? He said, there has to be. And I said, there is no memory work. So I proceeded to take it out of my wallet and I showed him, and then I walked him through how it's done, and he brought one straight away. Because I can tell you, when I started watching the instructions, which are only 34 minutes with 3 methods, 3 effects on there, that in 7 minutes I realised exactly how this worked. And there is no memory work. I walked straight into the office to show Charlene, and Charlene had been shown this and seen it by Peter a few months prior, and absolutely through Charlene, she was like, how the heck did you do that? Because obviously Charlene knows that I'm not the world champion. In fact, my maths is atrocious, and she knows that. But to all intents and purposes, she was absolutely blown away. She goes, I just don't know how you've possibly done that. Our local cafe, he's got this on his, he keeps it on his like little counter. So when people go up and it's just like this random card that just sits there, he tells people the story that this guy come in, and he solved, I'd give him that number, which again is a free number he can give me, which Charlene gave me 32. It can be any number pretty much, any number. And you solve it in less than the time frame that they give you normally. You don't have to. And that's the way that I present it. As I say, you can make it definitely a lot more magical, and they're all taught on there. He gives full credit to the method behind this. And he gives he goes in depth with it, and I think that's a credit to Miles and the Alakazam team for actually going in depth when they do this and giving full credit, because I think that's only right. But Miles himself and the design of this card is extremely good. Bear in mind, you can hand this out before and after, and I can assure you that they can examine this card in its current state, and I promise you, it's just going to look at the card and go, what the heck has just happened? It's absolutely awesome. And as I say, it's in my everyday carry. I can't say any higher recommendation than this. Granted, I use a stage version, which is a different method, which is the one John Archer uses. and then I now use this in my everyday carry. I think it's well worth a look, guys. If you want a fun routine that you can do either as a magical effect with an out of lunch principle, a thought of number, which can be any thought of number. You can do another version, or you can do it with the way that I did it, which is almost like brute force memory. However you do it, don't overlook this. This is Sudoku 2.0 by Miles Thornton and Alakazam Magic. It's an exclusive, and you can only get it from us here in Australia and New Zealand. Please, please, please don't overlook it. It's a wonderful effect. I've been having amazing reactions with it. You get 80 gimmicks, and there will be refills coming out soon for these. I promise you, you will not regret this decision in purchasing this. In fact, the customers that we've had have been super impressed with it, and by the sheer ease of this on how it works is unbelievable. So guys, until next time, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you're new to the channel. Also, this channel is designed for you guys. I want to try and give you the best content that I possibly can. So if you see something, if you want something to be added to the channel, we do the reviews. I'm going to try and start getting more and more content out. But if you want to see something specific, I don't know, I'm throwing stuff out here, like what is in my everyday carry, what is in my close-up bag, what's in my parlour case, what's in my stage show, all this stuff, you know, what's in there. If that is of interest, leave in the comments. If there's something specific, a trick that you want reviewing, let me know and I'll get it in. I probably do have it here, but if not, then I'll look at getting it in for a review. If you want me to look at playing cards, I can do playing card reviews. But guys, leave in the comments and let me know what you honestly want. Do you think these are too long? Do I rant on? I can talk a lot. Charlene will attest to that. I do rant a lot. But guys, please let me know in the comments below. And I love hearing from you guys. And remember to check out our Tutorial Tuesday as well, where every Tuesday I give out a free magic trick. And it's also good for beginners through to obviously people that are in the know. So guys, until next time, stay safe. I'm Jon Fox from Global Magic Shop, and bye for now. Well, I hope the audio worked that time, guys, because I'm not recording it again. My battery failed twice and my audio failed. It's not happening again. See you guys.